Huh. Have you ever felt that gut-wrenching dread when you're staring at two roads and both look like dead ends? Or that tightness in your chest because the next decision you make could wreck your finances, your family, or your future? If that's you, then this message is for you. Right now, before the overthinking starts spinning again, just breathe. There, S1 verse, just 2 lines that holds enough power to untangle that knot in your stomach and replace it with a peace that genuinely baffles reason. Stay with me, and I'll show you how Proverbs 3:5-6 can move you from being frozen to moving forward. Fear loves to magnify the what-ifs. It whispers that one wrong move will set off a chain reaction of lifelong regret. So what do? We sit there, spreadsheet open, pros and cons list, bleeding red ink, refreshing our email for any sign. Our brain screams for certainty, while our heart begs for safety. But that silent erosion of time is the real enemy. God never designed you to live stuck in park, paralyzed by indecision. He wired you to move, to take steps, even when the path ahead isn't clear. B. The turning point is a single, powerful command. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Not half-heartedly, not just on Sundays, but with all of it. So what does that even mean? It means relying completely on God's wisdom, not your own limited understanding. The Hebrew word for trust here, botat, literally means to throw yourself face down, to completely surrender because you believe the ground itself is held by God. You are secure in Him. But the verse doesn't stop there. It adds, lean not on your own understanding. This isn't about shutting off your brain. It's about recognizing its limitations. Your logic, as impressive as it seems, is not strong enough to hold your weight. God sees the whole picture. We only see a tiny corner. Then comes the final piece. In all your ways, submit to Him. This is an intentional invitation to bring God into every part of your life, your relationships, your finances. It means pausing to ask, God, what would you want? When you do this, He promises to make your paths straight. It doesn't mean they'll be easy, but they will be right and purposeful. Need proof this works? Look at King Jehoshaphat in 2 Chronicles 20. He was facing 3 armies with no military power of his own. His prayer was brutally honest. We don't know what to do, but our eyes are on you. That admission of cluelessness was the exact moment God took over. Instead of a battle plan, God gave them a soundtrack. They marched out with a choir singing praises, and the enemy armies turned on each other. They won without swinging a sword. So how do you apply this to your Monday morning? First, speak that verse out loud every single day. Second, replace "what if I fail" with "what if God succeeds." And third, take one microscopic step. Send that risky email. Fill out that application. Motion activates miracles. God meets you in the movement. You don't need the full map. You need the map maker. Trust isn't a feeling. It's a decision to fling yourself into His arms even when the fog is thick. So close the spreadsheet, whisper His promise, and lift your foot. The ground under your next step is already solid because He is already there. If you're ready to step out of the boat, type "I'm stepping out" in the comments so we can pray for you. And if you want more weekly fuel for your faith, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.